Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1964 Smith-Corona Galaxie vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Color is Star Mist Blue. Very pretty. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is your left margin. I'm going to set this on 0 and the right one around 75. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got a scale on it. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch back. Skips 2. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that all the way down. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it prints no ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful typing machine. This is my favorite of the Galaxie series. There's a Galaxie 2, a Galaxie 10, and a Galaxie 12. And this is the OG, as the kids would say, the original Galaxie. Print looks perfect, and it types so easy and fun. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip this forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. We're going to flip this down. The shift on each side and the shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side of the keyboard. Very smooth. Touch control next to that. Low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them a little harder for them to print, but they respond faster. So you just want to play with that to see what your preference is on the touch control. Tab on the right side of the keyboard. So it's just going to stop at, right now I have them set on 10 space intervals. So I'm going to go ahead and clear each one of those by hitting the CL button right next to it. And now we shouldn't have any tabs set. So when I hit the tab button, I've got to catch it or else it slams all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. So I'm going to set one right there in the middle, so that way I don't have to worry about that. Next time the tab button gets hit, it just stops right there. And you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. MR is below that. That stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. If you hit that MR button, it does allow you to go all the way to the end. We're going to move that color back up to black for now. The hood slides forward like that. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right. If you want to switch a direction, there's a switch behind the left spool here. Flip it down and it prints counterclockwise to the left. Flip it up and it'll pull clockwise to the right, and that's the direction we want it to go. On the right side of the carriage in the front is the carriage locking mechanism. It'll release the carriage and lock in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around in there. And this one does come with the case. It's carbon fiber style case that it fits in and locks. It locks into the back side there. And the carriage release on the back side. By the way, to unlock it, you just move the carriage to the right. This is the one design flaw of the Galaxie series typewriters for Smith-Corona is this. It's really comfortable and great leverage, but it's made out of hard plastic, so these things break off all the time. These are the originals, but if you need a replacement, check out my shop. I do 3D print these since I don't make them anymore. Really high quality and fairly cheap. If you pull out this knob here, you pull it out, it disables the spacing when you get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. On the inside of the platen on the left is the same concept. You push that down and it disables the spacing. Push it up, you get the clicks. And on the other side is on the very neck of the platen is the page gauge. So you have end and set. When you load the page, you want to set that if you're going to use this. You're going to set it right there, right below the 11. There's a red line on the left. And as you're feeding the page through, it starts to warn you when you're getting close to the end of the page on the left side there. 2 means 2 inches left, and then 1.5, and that's 1 inch left, and that's the end. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.